to my channel. My name's Sophie and I run a small Etsy business, Sophie in Somerset. I live in the southwest of England and I'm a traditional artist turning my art into stationery products such as prints, bookmarks and stickers. And this is my first video of 2025. Welcome to the new year. And with the new year, I need to do a new planner setup. This is a bullet journal by Rebel Jones Design. As you can see, it's quite chunky now. I've been using it. I think I started like at the end of 2023, went into 2024, and now we're going to do the setup for 2025. I did back her latest Kickstarter where we got a new bullet journal, but that is waiting in the wings, maybe for 2026, because I am a believer that I need to finish what I started. And as you can see, I've still got this much left, so I reckon it will see me out for the rest of the year. So I want to go through the setup with you, but first I had some lovely small business presents for Christmas. I actually wrote a little wish list to my lovely husband and parents of small businesses I wanted to support this Christmas, and they bought from those businesses, or some of them, and I want to share that with you now because certainly some of the stickers that I got I want to use in the planner setup. So let me switch the camera around and I will take you through my little mini small business haul before we get into the planner setup. Okay, so I've flipped the camera around so I can show you some of the small businesses that I got for Christmas. So the first one, this is a thank you card from Catnip. I'm going to just tag all of these small businesses down below, and these are all gifts from my friends and family. So this is a thank you card, and Catherine Kay, who runs Catnip Studios, she does collectible thank you cards, and I think this one is collectible card 15. So yes, this is a really pretty one, and this is, I can't believe that I have a little Bumblebutt. This is one of her characters, Bumblebutt, and it's a key ring, and honestly I didn't think I'd ever get one because they sold out so quickly, but my lovely hubby managed to get me one, and look how cute his little face is. And this is so pretty, the keychain that it's on, and it's one of these gripper ones, so you can use it as a bag charm or key ring or anything really. And the little wings, it's like little mesh. It's so cute. I'm absolutely in love with him. I finally have my own little Bumblebutt. So that's from Catnip. And then next, I've purchased from Swirly Nicks. So this is a thank you card from Swirly Nicks, and I've never actually had anything from Swirly Nicks before. I've been following her for quite a while on social media and YouTube and things. But look how stunning this thank you card is. I just love the fact that Swirly Nicks, she does her own thing, her own style. And it's something that I've talked about that I've been struggling with, is comparing myself to other people, because I'm not always this cutesy kawaii style illustration. I'm a traditional artist, so my art isn't the digital illustrations that a lot of other people do. But Swirly Nicks just does her own thing, and I'm not going to say envious, I'm inspired by it, and that's something that I want to do more of this year. So I think this is beautiful. It's a lovely collectible card, like a print, even without it being a thank you card. But it's on also, I don't know if I won't be able to show it, but it's got this textured paper, beautiful quality. And I got these freebie stickers in the order, so these are all individual little stickers, and this will be perfect in my bullet journal planner. So we're going to be setting up our bullet journal for the year in a moment, and I'm going to be using some of these, I think, because they're so cute. And I got some other vinyl stickers. So I got this one first of all, this little artist palette, and look how glittery it is. So pretty, and a really shiny vinyl as well. And I got this one, this little cozy vibes. I might save this one for the autumn. So pretty. And then this one, which just gives me Hobbit hole vibes, with the books, little mushrooms, so cozy. And on the same theme, I've got this dark academia sticker sheet. Now, again, giving very autumnal vibes. However, if you know me and you follow my book vlogs, I have been reading the City of Bones, the Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. I have been reading Fourth Wing, and I'm about to read Iron Flame. So it gives all these kind of vibes. So this will be really good for my reading journal, actually, even though we're in January and not in kind of like September, October. So I'm still going to be using these quite soon, I think. So they're all from Swirly Knits. And the next one is from Pintada Designs. Look how cute this little penguin is. It says, snow is falling all around me. So, so cute. And then from Pintada Designs, I've got this red panda sticker. If you can see, it's got glitter on the tail and the ears, which is really, really cute. I love red pandas. And this pin I've been admiring for quite a while, and I finally given in and got it. It is this beautiful bunny pin from the Blue Buddies set that she did, and they're limited edition, so I got number 30 out of 50, which is really, really cool. And I just absolutely adore this pin. Such amazing quality. Look at that illustration. So, so pretty. Very, very happy with that one. And then last but not least is from Punny Moon. Again, this is a first time purchase from them. Well, I say purchase, I didn't purchase it, it was gifts, but I kind of put them on my wish list for Christmas. And look at this lovely thank you card from Punny Moon. So, so, so cute. And I got 2 freebies from them. A little freebie heart sticker, which is super cute. Love that little heart. And then this super diddy little December freebie, like almost sample sheet. Look how tiny that is. So, so cute. Even these little circles are all little stickers. So I can't wait to use these in my bullet journal. And this is very much planner sticker heavy. So I have quite a few sticker sheets from Punny Moon. So first of all, I've got Flower Ducky, which is perfect for coming into the spring. This is nap time, which is my favourite time of day. Don't get much of that now that I have a little man. But look how cute. And then I've got some star sticker sheet, which is going to be perfect for doing my star rating in my reading journal. Days of the week sticker sheet. So, 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 so cute. Very, very useful. Luna loves reading. Making sure none of these sticker sheets get stuck together because I've got so many. But look at this little Luna character, obviously a moon, and like having lots of little books. Perfect for my reading journal. And this one is just a confetti sticker sheet. So I got like a mystery sticker pack along with, I think I purchased these ones or asked for these ones. And then I got the other ones in a like mystery bag. But anyway, really, really cute days of the weeks. And then, like I said, the confetti one. And then I've got the matching monthly stickers, which is going to be amazing for my planning. And I think I'm going to use this in my like future log in my bullet journal, or maybe in my like quarter planning, because I tend to do a spread every quarter. Pink heart washi stickers, which is great for lining the pages. And then lastly, this ticks and to-dos. So, so good. And I love the fact that these ones, especially, well, you've got a little confetti on there, so that'll go as well. But these ones with the days of the week, so the days of the week, months of the year, and to-dos are all fully compatible. And because they're multiple colours, you can fit it with any other colour stickers to go with it. This is, I would highly recommend Punny Moon for like planner stickers, and they're such a nice size. Like this is the size of my hand, this is the size of sticker sheet, so they'll fit really well in like the little pockets at the back of your bullet journals. So, so happy. So that's my little small business haul / unboxing. Thank you very much to my family and friends for purchasing from small businesses. Always good to shop small if you can. Now let's get on with some planning in my bullet journal. Yeah, I'm so excited to use these stickers. Okay, by far my favourite little addition is my little bumblebutt buddy. I'm going to be putting him on my bag, and I'm going to see what adventures we can get up to in 2025 together. So look out for him on my Instagram. Make sure you follow me so you can see where he goes to. So we need to set up the planner now. So this is a bullet journal that I use basically for everything. I don't really use personal stuff in there, but I do use it for my small business planning. So I want to do kind of like a future log of upcoming events, and I use it for my product launches, and I map out each quarter in there. But I also use it as a reading journal. If you are subscribed to my channel, you know that I also do reading / book vlogs. So I have my TBR list in there, and I track my reading throughout the year. Although that did fall off a little bit at the end of 2024, so I want to get back in that. So what I thought we could do is, if we look back at my previous spreads and get a little inspiration of what worked and what didn't, because I found that sometimes when I set things up in my bullet journal, then when I come to use it, it just doesn't work practically. And I think that's something that you just live and learn as you use your bullet journal. You learn how you personally want to use it. It's all very well following like YouTube videos like this, but it might not be how you plan. So it's trial and error really. So I want to go back, look at our previous spreads together. I'll chat you through my previous spreads. Again, I'll turn the camera around so we can have a look at it together. And then we'll get into planning the new year. I'm going to try and film as much as possible of me doing the actual planning in real time. But equally, I want to enjoy the process. And if you are like me and do YouTube, I find, I don't know if you do, when you're filming, you're not always present in the moment, and I really want to enjoy the planning process and setting up the planner, because I think it's a big start. It's a big part of the start of the new year for me. But I will film bits of it, and then I will do a full flip through at the end and talk you through each spread. So don't worry, you will see the full plans. But yeah, let's look back at the previous kind of 2 years really. What worked, what didn't, and inspiration for the new setup. Okay, so this is my bullet journal. Like I said, it is from Rebel Jones Design. It is a beautiful journal. You can see it's like holographic on the side. It comes with these 2 ribbon markers, and I've been using it, I think, since 2023. We'll find out in a second. It's great because at the back it has a little pocket there to put bits in. I've got prayers there at the back. But yeah, and this is a little sticker I got from, I think it was the Nora Kickstarter from Rebel Jones Design. So yeah, let's dive straight into it. So I have filmed all of these previous setups on my channel, so if you want to go and have a look, you're more than welcome to go back and have a look here. So this is an envelope. I've just got some business cards in there. That was Kelly's Creations, Kelly's Designs, Coco, Natasha. Some people I've purchased from in the past. This is from Prince by Millie. So all little small businesses that I've purchased from, I put their little stickers here to help design it. So this is my little opening page here. And then here I created a little pocket with a thank you card just by putting washi tape in it. And the idea was that inside here would be stickers. I stopped doing that because it made, as I used my journal more and more and it got pretty chunky like you've seen, it just became a bit too much. So I haven't got anything in there at the moment. Like I said, there is a envelope at the back so you can use it as well, but I tend to not do that now just because my bullet journal is so thick anyway. So I started off by doing a key page right at the start when I started this journal, because I thought about colour coding it. Now I didn't end up doing this, so this is something that didn't work for me and I'm not going to take forward. But again, an idea for you guys, you might want to colour code your bullet journal. I do use these symbols. So when I'm making tasks, I do a little like kind of bullet point. I then put a tick through it once I've completed it. If I've moved it on to next week or next month, I do a little arrow, and if it's not completed, I put a cross or no longer required. I do use these symbols quite a lot, and you'll probably see those going through. Dead simple that I find to use in the bullet journal. So this was my first TBR little shelf, really simple. I didn't end up using it much. My you'll see that I've done another TBR or several TBRs going through, but the one I do in my bullet journal, they don't tend to be quite successful. I don't seem to keep up with them, because here, books read September 23 to December 23. I wrote some in, but I didn't fill out the rest. I read more books than that, and I didn't fill it out. So I haven't found a system that works for me. So I've got an idea for this coming year, and we'll see if it works, because I tend to do one of these videos each year, so we'll probably see next year if it's worked for me or not. But yes, that's just an idea of what I did for my books. My goals, so these were my goals for 2023 to 2024. So when I start setting up my new year goals, I'll probably go back to these and see which ones are relevant, which ones I met, and things like that. So that's an idea of setting out goals. So I kept it into books, business and Bible. 3 Bs. I loved this spread when I did it. So this was September 2023 when I did this, and I had like little weekly goals in here, and I did all the dates, and I did not look at this once, guys. It looks beautiful, but I did not use it. So this is not something that works for me. But again, it's about experimenting. So do something similar if you think it's going to work for you, and it might work for you, but for me, I just didn't stick to it. And then this was a weekly one. Now for me, weekly ones don't tend to work now, because I'm realistically not in the studio every day. So for those of you who are new to channel, I work part-time in a school, so I work Mondays and Fridays. I have a 2-year-old little boy who I'm at home with the rest of the week. So the only time I have in the studios is tends to be Saturdays, a weekend, or in the evenings. My husband and I alternate putting him down each evening. So when it's my evening to put him down, I'll come into the art studio whilst he's going down and do a few bits and bobs. So that's when I do all of this filming. So I'm filming right now while little man's going to sleep next door. So days of the week don't really work for me anymore. I think once I started this, I was on leave from work. We adopted him in 2023. So I was on adoption leave, so it was very different, whereas now I'm working part-time and I have a toddler rather than a baby, so it just doesn't work. But again, this might work for you. So these were bits that I've stuck in, and I do like sticking, although it makes the bullet journal quite chunky, I do enjoy sticking in past to-do lists and stuff, because it's good to look back on. If I can open it up, there we are. So this is a daily one that I have downloaded. So all these PDFs are available on my Etsy store. These are my own. So I did like a appointment one, and that worked. You see, I ticked it off as I did it. And then this was more of a to-do list, I believe. Yes, this is like a to-do list one. And I think for something quick, it's useful. And I think that's when bullet journals come into their own, I find, is putting everything in one place. So even if you do have little scraps of paper, I try where possible to then stick it into here so that everything is in one place, so things don't get lost. And if I'm like going somewhere, I will take this with me. So now we're on to 2024. So that started in September. You can see I didn't do a lot for 2023. Now we've gone into 2024. So I did some goals here. Now I'm not going to go over my goals because I did a whole separate video at the start of this year, or at the end of last year, at the end of 2024, looking back over all my goals. So I won't do that now. But here is like my little sell sheet for 2023 for my Etsy shop. I stuck that in here. In here, this was a winter to-do list. Again, this is one of my own little to-do lists that I created a PDF download. Little cute stickers. So this is actually notes from a book that I read, Wintering by Catherine May. So my favourite quotes. And I tend to do this quite a lot with books. Rather than doing like an actual spread like I had before, where like I was going to record my favourite like quotes from the books here. I was going to record the quotes here. What I tend to do is just do a whole spread. If I like the book enough that I've dog-eared it or tabbed it, and underlined it, and I want to go back and write out the quotes, I'll do a whole spread. And actually I think it's quite nice to look back on. So those are my quotes from Wintering. This was a devotional that I did. So this is my 2023 book review. This is when I first started getting back into reading. Again, if you're interested in reading, please go back and watch. I've got a whole playlist on my channel of book vlogs and reading vlogs. And I've been documenting my getting back into reading. So I only started reading again in 2023 when we adopted my little boy and I was at home more. So that's that Wintering book that I was just talking about. So these are the books that I read at the end of 2023 when I was starting to get back into books again. I've got my little star ratings underneath. I really enjoy doing that and looking back at what I rated books. 1-star review, not great. But yeah, I really like this spread, and I like cutting out the books, and I print them onto sticker paper, so they're already sticky, dead easy to put into your book. That's something I want to do in the coming year. I probably won't do it every month because as my little boy's getting older, my reading time is getting less and less. But maybe every quarter I'll do a spread like this to keep track of where I'm going, in addition to like a little TBR log or reading log. But yeah, I really enjoy how this went. This was stickers from Rebel Jones Design. I think it was one of her Mystery Monday boxes. It was on reading. They looked really cute there at the bottom. Again, that's another devotional. This was a fun idea that I got from another YouTuber. I can't remember who it was now, but it's like a brain dump page, a wheelie bin. Oh, I tell you who it was. It was Stacey Solomon's, not even a YouTuber, a TV personality here in the UK. And she does like organisational shows and things. And I think she said somewhere, either on an interview or one of her shows, that she has like this brain dump page where if she can't sleep or is worried about anything or just wants to write something down and get it out of her brain, she writes it on a page. And so I did like a little wheelie bin here, and everything that was going around in my brain, I just dumped it here on the page. I put at the end, recycle ideas into action. Again, when I'm doing my setup for this coming year, I'll probably go back and look at these. Did I actually put them into action, or is it really to stay in the bin? So we're going into 2024 officially now. So I guess that was just setting up for 2024. I really like this page, actually. It's funny, I haven't looked at this since I did it, really. So I think I do want to do a title page again for 2025 to really split up, because I'm using the same bullet journal for several years. I think that would be a good idea. So this is something I definitely want to replicate, maybe in a new style. Okay, so I was really pleased when I did this, and again, I started off using it maybe for the first half of the year and I didn't use it again. So TBR list, I started at the start of the year, I wrote down some books that I knew I wanted to read. So you see some have been ticked off, but there's loads of empty space, I didn't fill it in. And then on this one, I was meant to write the books that I actually did read. And I started to do it, as you can see, but I didn't, because I think I read about 30 books in 2024. There's not 30 books there, so I stopped using this. But it's a beautiful spread. So again, great idea for you guys if you want to try it, but for me it just didn't work. I didn't keep up with it. I think maybe having the 2 was too much, and maybe I'll just do 1 this year, because maybe I'll forget the TBR list, because I found that you'll see that I have got some more TBR, like a summer TBR and an autumn TBR, and I didn't get to all of the books on either, I don't think, because I have discovered I'm more of a mood reader. When I do a TBR, I write what I think I'm going to want to read at the start of a season, and then once I start reading, I go off of it, and then I feel like I have to keep to the TBR, and then I just get myself with a book slump, which is just no helpful to anyone. So I'm definitely a mood reader, so I might do the occasional TBR, but I think what I'm going to do is have a little reading log like this and read through it. So that is something that I need to look at. 2024 future log. This is probably my favourite spread of 2024 that I did. So as you can see, I've got a full year at a glance here, and I've wrote down significant dates, like when I've got markets, or when it's World Book Day, when I've got product drops coming, things like that. So I know if there's upcoming special events that I need to create things for. So this is definitely something I want to do again in the coming year. I went back to this page a lot, especially when I was planning each quarter. I'd go back to see if there's any significant events coming up. I think it looks beautiful as well. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this spread was. It's definitely my favourite spread from last year. Again, it's like another devotional that I did. So this was my first quarter plan. This is the first time I did a spread for quarters. And I did like expenses, I did shop update ideas. I like how it looks, but again, I didn't really come back to it much. So it was good to do, but maybe not too practical for me. Bible in a year, again, started off filling it in, did not fill in the rest. Again, these are digital downloads from my shop if you want to do Bible in a year or record your Bible readings. So try again to record it. I promise I did read my Bible more than just one book of the Bible in the year, but I just didn't record it, and I don't know why. I need to make it, I think if I make it simpler to myself, I'm more likely to do it. Again, there's me trying this spread again, just because I really like the look of it, but I didn't really keep to it. Again, another weekly spread. Again, this worked when I was still at home, but it just doesn't work for me now. But I tell you one thing, it has worked for me is a migration page. So I've started doing this every quarter. I will have a migration. So this is a 2023 migration. So I'm migrating every goal that I previously wrote for 2023. I've now looked at it, which ones I want to take forward, which ones don't fit for me anymore. And you can see I've got my little code down here. A lot of them are arrows I've moved on. I've got a couple crosses that are no longer relevant. I've got some ticks that I've completed. And I do this every quarter. So for quarter 2, I'd look back at quarter 1's goals maybe. Did I complete any of them? Which ones am I taking forward to quarter 2? And then quarter 3, I'll go back to quarter 2 as you see what happens. Because otherwise you set goals, you never look back at them. And also goals develop and change, and plans develop and change over time. So some things are no longer relevant. Some product ideas that I had don't necessarily fit with my brand style anymore, and things like that. So migrations is something that I've really found useful. And even if you're writing the same goal down multiple times, it just keeps it fresh in your mind. So I found that really, really useful. That was just another little to-do list. To-do lists are always useful. I think this was a priority. So these were all of the goals, and I put the main ones down here. But as you can tell, I haven't come back to this one. So that's probably something that doesn't work for me. So this is just a typical spread. Generally once a month, I will have a full day in the studio on a Saturday. Me and my husband prioritise, we call it hobbies time, obviously mine's my small business, but we have a day a month, each of us, that we can focus on stuff that's just us, and the other person can take little man out and spend quality time with him. So when I have my Saturday in the studio, I tend to do like a little spread of what I want to get done. It's when I tend to film my studio vlogs for the channel. So this was a page that I did. I really love the colour scheme, and it really helps me focus when I have days like this. So this is something I definitely want to take forward, but this won't be something I do in the setup. This will be something I do over the year. Again, that's another one of those days in the studio. January reading wrap up, that was a really good month for me, January reading. Again, I've got my little stars underneath. I really love how I do this. So I think maybe I'll do it for every quarter this coming year. 28 Days of Sunshine, so that was just a drawing challenge with me for some ideas. Again, so I started to use these to do little bits of doodling, but I think I'm going to keep that to my sketchbook. It doesn't work in here. Again, this was me just thinking of ideas when I was reading through the Narnia books as part of Lent. So this is the quotes from Narnia. So as you can see, drawing doesn't really work, but when I'm doing notes regarding reading, it looked really nice. So yeah, got like little wintry scenes around. So that was really enjoyable. Again, another devotional. Again, some ideas for a Lent devotional that I did, or a Holy Week devotional. It's available on my Etsy store now. Again, more notes. So this is Q2. So you see I've come here, I've looked at my expenses, I've looked at my numbers on social media. I don't pay too much attention to that, but I think it is interesting to keep a track to see if things go up or down, see if there's anything that you're doing that's particularly resonating with your audience. And then I'll plan the individual months. Is there any notable dates on those months? This is definitely something I want to do in the coming year. And then this is Q1 migration. So that's that migration I've been talking about. So I've gone back at that previous migration. Which things am I taking forward? As you can tell, I've reviewed it in the Q2. So that's really cool. Emily Harvey, probably a Zoom call that I did with her. More reading wrap-ups. I'm not going to spend too much time on here because I've been talking quite a long time, but you can tell what's worked because I've repeated it. So again, that's one of my Saturdays. These are 2 books that I read and notes. So I've done a nice spread for them. Again, more book notes. Another to-do list just to focus in on things. Some Saturdays that I've got in here. Mid-year book tag. And so this is like that's my summer TBR tracker. I didn't do too bad work on that one actually, but the autumn one was absolute fail. I definitely am a mood reader now. And that's my autumn TBR. I think I haven't done any stars on here. I did a beautiful spread, but I didn't actually go back and do the stars. But I think it's because I've only read this one and this one. I only read 2 books, which is a bit of a fail. Oh, I've got a blank space there. Oh, that was when I actually met my monthly Etsy target for the first time. So see, that's really nice to keep in here. It's the first time I met my monthly goal in August. I got 5 sales. Since then, actually, it's been going up. But that was the first time I set myself a 5 sales a month target. I'd never quite met it. That was the first time. So that's really nice to look back on, to know when I did that. And again, this was the last page of 2024. It was my Q4 plans. Again, I've kept the similar style. I've looked at expenses and revenue, social media. I've broken the months down: October, November, December, and I've done a Q3 migration. And this is a setup that really works for me. So this is something I'm definitely going to be taking forward. So that was a whistle-stop tour through 2023 and 2024 planning. Let's dive straight into 25. Let's get going. Again, I'm going to try and film as much as I can. As you can tell, I've already made a little start on the 2 of the 2025, which has bled through, but that's fine. We don't need this so much anymore. But yes, let's film as much as we can, and then at the end I will give a full flip through of 2025 bullet journal setup. we are, guys, 2025. This is my title page. As you can see, I've just added a few little bits here. My word for this year is adventure. It's a word that I feel that God has given me, so I don't know what this is going to look like. I don't necessarily think it's just going to be physical travel. It might be, but I think it's adventure in general in the everyday. So yeah, really excited where 2025 is going to take us. So you see I've got quite a lilac theme. I've used that new confetti stickers that I got for Christmas. This is one from Catnip. This is an Emily Harvey sticker. And these are just, I don't even know where these came from. These are like ones, I think they got them like literally off Temu or something. But just general stickers. But yeah, really, really happy with this spread. And then we go straight into some sticky bits. Sticky bits. So these were 2 thank you cards that I got. And this is basically a way of, so this is 2024, my sales tracker for Etsy. And then this is one of the goals pages from Emily Harvey that I talked through on my goals video. So looking back at 2024 and looking ahead to 2025. Over here, so I've got 2025 goals. This is a thank you card from Swirly Nicks, sticker from Prince by Millie. I'm going to tag all these people down below, by the way. Again, that's my main, so that's breaking it down for my main goals for 2025. I won't dwell too much on that because that is in my goals video. So this is my future log. It is smaller than the last one. I'm going to flesh it more out as the time goes on, because as you can see, I've got left a space here for travel. I've got a couple of trips coming up that I think we're going to book. We haven't actually booked them yet though, so I haven't put that down. I've done like a possible birthday sale and Black Friday and end of year sales. But otherwise, I've gone through all like really the national holidays, or things that I want to maybe do a special post on Instagram or maybe a product drop. So I've recorded them all and then I've highlighted them on this diary page. It's not as pretty as my other one, and in hindsight maybe it would have been better to do a double spread, but I just had this page here and I thought it'd be nice to put it next to the goals. Again, it will probably flesh out as the year goes on and I add little bits on there, because obviously I don't know of any markets that's going to go on there. May's looking pretty busy as it is, but there's probably, that's when half term is, so we might have a holiday in there. And also that's when eHearts is normally on, so that'll probably be added in. But yeah, so this is my little future log. So that is a work in progress. All of this is a work in progress. So this is my reading tracker. My Bible reading tracker, sorry. And I've got a little habit tracker here. Again, this is available on my Etsy store. And all of my digital downloads on my Etsy store can be printed to whatever size you want, so you can have this at A4 if you wanted to, but I've scaled it down to fit in my bullet journal. So I want to, my Bible study in quiet time, I want to get back into a rhythm of it. If you are a Christian parent out there, you will know how difficult it is with a toddler or with a baby to try and do quiet time. It's not quiet. So I need to find another rhythm. It seems that every time I find a rhythm, his sleep schedule changes, so we're figuring that out. So this, what I'm going to do is in the new year, and again I've got my little Old and New Testament reading logs. I'm going to colour in the books again as and when I read them. This is one of my own stickers, my little Aslan sticker. So that came out of that Narnia reading challenge that I did. So yeah, so I'm really happy with this spread. Again, it's going to be more colourful as time goes on. And this is my reading page. So I've kept just these 2 pages. I think what I'm going to do is like I said, I'm going to do every quarter, I'm probably going to do a reading wrap up, and I'll print out the little individual books. But for recording it, I've got 25 books to read in 2025. So this is kind of the TBR list, but it's just, I'm not going to get to all of these. I know I'm not going to get to all of them because, like I said, although I did about just over 30 this past year. That was when I had more time. So I don't think I've halved my reading challenge for this year. I think my goal on Goodreads is only 15. So if I get to 15, I'll be very happy. But so these are a mixture of books that are already on my shelf that I want to read and some new releases. So I've wrote all those down here. If you want to see more of this, this will be on my reading vlog. But that is my little reading challenge, and this is where I'm going to do my reading log. So as you can see, this is actually a sticker that I purchased from a small business. I'll tag them down below, and it's bigger, so it's going to be easier to record than in those little books that I had drawn out previously. And I'm hoping, I've also done a little key, so the pink ones are going to be 5-star reads, and if they're less than 5-star, they're going to be blue on here. So that'll be quite a cool way of recording it. I think hopefully this will be more manageable, because I do like the idea of being able to look back at a full shelf of reading at the end of the year. So I'm really excited to fill this one in. And then I've made a start on my 2025 Q1. I haven't done much, but I have done my social media here. So basically what I'm going to do on the January, February and March dates, I'm going to write down any notable dates from my future log, any ideas of when, because it's rare round here, probably here. We're probably going to have a spring update, but I haven't set a date for that yet. Then here you can see it's 2024 migration. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to scale it down. I'm going to try and keep it as just these. Again, this is one of my own to-do lists. And I'm going to do my little migration here. So I'm really excited to do that one. And then I think the last page I've got, again, I haven't done much yet, but this is my ideas for the spring collection. So I've just got a little space for research and development, physical products and digital products. Again, haven't done anything yet because I haven't really I've got an idea about what I want to do, but there's been a bit of a spanner in the works. I will talk about that more in the studio vlog that will be coming out at the end of this month, but which is why it's kind of thrown my plans out, which is why this is a bit empty at the moment. So yeah, there we are, guys. That is my planner setup. Well, look back at my previous setups and my setup for 2025. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and make sure you hit that notification bell for the studio vlog that will be coming out at the end of the month. And please go back and watch previous setups if that's your thing. Like I said, I've got reading vlogs, studio vlogs and just general art vlogs on this channel, so plenty for you to look at. And if you would like to know more about me and follow my journey more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. God bless. Love you.